All right, Shalom. Before I get started, I want to give all glory and honor to Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders. Great millstone. Citations to the Akim that's pushing his word in truth and sincerity. And peace and safety is also to the few sisters that subscribe to this teaching. So another day in the record books in Babylon, and I'm on my way home. So I figured I'd speak on what I've been thinking about as I've been, burning these streets here in Atlanta. I'm gonna read this scripture and then build on that. This is Proverbs 4:7, and it reads, "Wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom, and with all thy getting, get understanding." So I just wanted to, when I thought about that scripture and I thought about you got a lot of men part of the fold. I'm not talking about, niggas in the world, other camps, but amongst GMS, just a spirit that's in GMS. You got a lot of men that they're not applying what they're learning, and that's what makes them a bunch of parrots, man. They go on the highways and byways, and they in the comment sections of all the videos and everything, and they the precept king. They got 1,001 precepts, or they Mr. I got the perfect precept. That's what that's what I'm gonna start calling them, Mr. I got the perfect precept for everything. But then when it comes to day in and day out life, they ain't applying no precepts. They're not applying precepts to how they deal with niggas with 2/3 in the world. All right, niggas in the world, how they're not applying scriptures on how you're supposed to deal with brothers in the truth. They're not applying scriptures on how to deal with their women, how to deal with their children. They're not applying anything. That's why when a little hell come their way, they fold up like some old ass family reunion chairs, man. They fold up quick. They fold up and lay out, man. And that scripture, wisdom is the principal thing. Wisdom is applying what you've learned through experiences. All right, through experiences of catching hell. All right, through the good and the bad. All right, knowing how the Lord, knowing that the Lord is trying you, the Lord is bringing you through hell to build your character. Applying those scriptures of the Lord, showing how He dealt with his men. But like I say, you got a lot of men that's part of the fold right now, and you got a lot of men, and I ain't speaking on nobody particularly or individuals. I'm speaking on the spirit of it all. And you got men that think that they listen to the apostles and they just had this spook to them about, oh man, it's the Passover, and they think it's to themselves, like today is March 17th, Friday, March 17th, 2017. So we're roughly a day and a half, 2 days away from the end of the week of unleavened bread. All right, and you got a lot of niggas thinking like, oh man, I made it through, man. All right, and I'm saying niggas because really, you got a lot of niggas in GMS, man. If you lukewarm, you're a nigga. You're not a man of the Lord. All right, if this word doesn't burn in you, if you don't honor your brothers, all right, because the scriptures tell you, how could you love Yahweh Shai or how could you love Yahweh Shai who you've never seen if you don't even love your brother that's right here, man? All right, a lot of you, see, that's another thing. A lot of you don't apply these scriptures, man. You just read them and watch it, and you're just walking coordinates, man. All right. You're not counting the cost. You don't know what the hell you're in. You don't know what you're doing, man. All right. And the scope, the Scopio, as the apostles will say, is on a lot of men, man. A lot of men, man. A lot of men got that scope on them right now. And I'm going to tell you, man, and you know what? The scope could be on me, you know? You know how Esau love to say, you know, hey, man, if you don't have anything to hide, then what do you mean you don't want us to search your vehicle if you don't have anything to hide? I'm doing everything I can, and I'm pushing myself. If you're not doing that, then you should be afraid. That's why Amos, the 5th chapter, I think around about the 18th verse, it says, woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord, for what end is it unto thee? All right? A lot of you are looking to get the hell out of here, but you ain't doing anything to make sure your election is proof, man. All right? You got a lot of men that's been in this truth a year, 2 years, 3 years, multiple years, and can't even consistently upload videos, man. Like, what the hell are you doing, man? You got men that's getting weak and acting like bitches. Gonna start calling y'all aquas, man. The aqua. Y'all acting like a bunch of sisters, man. This ain't the time to be weak, man. All right? Apply these scriptures, man. All right? Anything you going through, the Holy Scriptures, all right, is our instructional manual on survival, man. How to survive, all right, spiritually and physically. But like I say, I'm gonna read it again. All right, I'm gonna read it again. This is Proverbs 4 and 7. Wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom, and with all thy getting, get understanding. Understand what you're in. Understand what the scriptures are truly saying. Get the understanding of it. All right. A lot of y'all are so caught up on this. You know, a lot of men that's been in this walk for a while now. You still stuck on cussing out the so-called white man. Trying to get a greasy ass cracker to bow down at camp and lick your boots, man. Like we're trying to take the kingdom, man. All right, we're trying to be rulers and kings. All right, we're trying to be able to be in a position to serve Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai in perfection. That's what we're in for, man. But a lot of you just stuck on, as long as I can go out and yell and cuss out the so-called white man. All right, and tell the black woman that she ain't shit, and I'm good. And it's like, man, you should always be putting your hand up, taking on extra work, man, extra credit in the spirit, man. You should never be settled in, man. All right, you know, it's kind of like roots on a tree, man. You know, a tree roots never stop growing. They may not grow deep as they did in the beginning to make sure the tree anchored down, but you know what? They still grow out and spread. They replace old ones. There's still growth going on underneath the soil. A lot of you guys think you're just so rooted, all right? But if you don't understand exactly what you're in, that you don't understand the fact that the persecution is coming at a level that's never been before. That Esau's gonna roll on us. You know, like my brother here in Atlanta. You know, Atazawam on his page, you know, Lord willingly, I remember, I'm gonna put that in the link. You know, he did a video on this whole Family Guy spirit, man. All right, and it's kind of like, man, you got men that are so worried about their family. All right, apply wisdom. And apply understanding of the scriptures and knowing what time we in. Did not the Lord say, if a man hateth not his mother and his father and his brother and sister and his wife and his children and even his own life, he's not fit to be a disciple of mine? All right? Everything got to fall on the back burner, man. Or you know what's going to happen? Like me and the brother was speaking on yesterday. The Lord going to force your hand, man. All right? So like I said, I'm not going to make this long. I just wanted to speak on, you got men and you know, You got men that's not applying wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to their everyday walk. And if you're a younger brother and you're watching this, man, you better apply these scriptures, man, in your life, man. All right, you better apply them in every facet of your life. How to deal, how you walking every day. Because like I said, me and another brother was speaking on today. All right, the fact that you got men that are just Saturday Israelites, man. All right, Saturday, that's it. They think that that's it, and that it's like, man, this is a around the clock thing, man. When I'm laying in my bed and sleep, I'm a man. I'm striving to be a man of the Lord as an Israelite, man. All right. When everything you do, check it. It's like this. I use the example of lifting weights in one of my other videos, and I'm gonna use another example within this too. All right. You got people that they focus so heavily on what they do in the gym. They want to make sure they got the right exercise with the right rep range, with the right sets, the right rest in between sets. All right, they worry about that. But check it. Let's just say a man goes to the gym 3 times a week for an hour. All right, 3 times a week. You know what? I'm gonna give him 4 times a week. 4 times a week for an hour. So that's a total of 4 hours in the gym per week. 4 hours. Let me do the calculations real quick on something. All right. There's 7 days in a week, 24 hours in a day. So that means there's 168 hours in a week. 168 hours in a week. So you're more concerned about what you do with 4 hours of your day, when what else is there that has to do with you being in shape and being healthy? Your diet, your rest, how you take care of yourself, and so on and so forth. All right. So what you do outside the gym plays, in my opinion, way more of an important role in your life than what you do the hour that you're in the gym for 3 to 4 days a week. Same thing with camp. Here it is. I just said there's 168 hours in a week, right? There's 168 hours in a week. You think that going to camp for what? 3, 4 hours, 5 hours? It's sufficient enough? Like you solidified yourself? Like you could just wipe your hands off and you're good? You really that just go to show you how off men are, man. If you really think that just going out on a Saturday is just enough, and that just solidifies yourself as a man of the Lord, man, you're out of your goddamn mind, man. All right, 68. I remember that 168 hours in a week. A part of that you spend working out. I'm Salakia. You spend a part of that sleeping. Okay, you spend a part of that working. But what else are you doing with your time? What else are you doing with your time in your life? All right. So like I said, apply these scriptures. There's a reason why all those scriptures are in the Holy Scriptures, man. That's why you have the books of wisdom. All right. So with that, I'm gonna say shalom.